these chapters, it's not one for one. So there's one, two, three, four, five chapters, but that doesn't mean I'm going to have five scenes. It can be multiple scenes that comprise a chapter, but it's just like what's being discussed for those scenes together. And now you're going to see those scenes being populated within a chapter. So chapter one over here, I've got one, two, three scenes. We're done. Scene four is in chapter two. And so it's writing the script for me. And now it's also setting up those layouts, which we can then, we can change our mind about those later. That's that last 20%, but it's going ahead and doing it for me. And you know what's nice is now while it's writing the script for me, I can kick back and take a sip of water. I don't have to write a thing right now. Oh, love it. But as this goes, do note it's a good time to start reviewing before you go into the editor and be like, all right, let me ID some points where I feel like I could brush this up a little bit. And once it's done setting up the script, we're going to get some new buttons appearing up top for us. We also had another recent update to the AI video assistant. So previously, in order to create a video, you would have to go in and like continue in the editor no matter what. But we now have the option to generate the video directly. So if you're just satisfied with this right off the bat, you don't even have to go in the editor. Like if you need to get it out there, get it out there. Click generate video, and then you can publish it and be done with it. But let's say, based on the results I got with my script, let's say you don't want to go in the editor and edit the script itself. You want another version, you can go to edit outline again and then switch stuff up and then update the video and it'll update the script that was written in accordance to edits you made with your chapters. So there's this nice kind of like reinforcement you can do, this back and forth with it to perfect it. And this is without having to write it yourself. So I'm satisfied with it right now. I'm going to go ahead and continue in the editor. All right, and now I'm just going to give it a quick check. One thing I might want to do in here is this didn't have any things in the templates really for pulling in my own images. So maybe what I would do in this case would be, okay, this is where I add in images of my own that I have. That would be nice. So I'm going to go ahead and generate this video so that we can check it out later. And if I click edit chapters, you can see those chapters that we had outlined before, they're right in there. If I'm not satisfied with them, I can have the AI regenerate chapters instead of writing my own titles. So lots of options there. But I'm just going to go ahead and confirm and generate. In the meantime, let's go back over here as well. And I'm going to help you out here. I'm going to pull this in again. I'm going to pick a template with more space for images, just so you can see that they do get pulled in sometimes. Here's one. So I'm going to use template, do length of 4 minutes, and upload, please. There we go. I'm just going to create the outline. There we go. All right, we'll get that going. Create video, and you'll be able to see that. And then I'll take a second now while that's happening to show you, for those of you who have existing videos, we do have a feature that's in beta right now called AI dubbing. So what this is currently capable of doing, you can access it right up here. What AI dubbing currently allows you to do is paste a link from YouTube to a video that you've already created and published, or you can upload the file. And as you can see, there are some limits there for file type. So it can be MP4, MOV, or WebM, or something either 1 gig in size or up to 2.5 hours. You can get that in there and translate the audio in that video into another language. So super good for localizing content. Right now, the script is not editable. We're working on doing that. And so you're going to be able to say upload a presentation that you already had. And you could shorten things up a little bit. Maybe you misspoke in some places and you can fix some mistakes. But we do have moderation and what is it, checks in place to make sure that when you're doing this, you're not changing what's actually being said in the video. So, like, not making someone say something that they didn't intend to. Like, language tweaks and fixing mistakes, all good, but there will be checks to make sure, like, you're not taking a video about, say, grooming a dog, I don't know, and turn it into, like, starting a fish food business. I'm saying random words here. So that's in there. So that's there for existing content. We've got a bunch of updates coming up for that in the next few months. So that's there. Okay, and now we can see our layout here. So right over here, I've got some speedball ink in this slide, and that's from right there. So it does pull in some images. I did want to show you that. And now let's see how our video's going. All right. Come back again. Um, all right. There we are. Let's try something interesting here. Let's say you want to focus on a specific portion of content that you're uploading. Let's say, all right, I've got my deck over here. I spend a lot of time. Let's go to edit outline. There's a lot of stuff on ink and tools. What if I do want to just focus on the tools? What if I want to spend most of this video, this 4 minute video, talking about just the tools? So I'm going to write focus on the portion of the source material that discusses about printmaking tools and methods. Spend 70% of the script focusing on that material. Only spend 10% of the video talking about the history of printmaking. So I can go ahead and out that and recreate the outline. All right, and there we go. Tools, origins, methods, okay. Techniques, step-by-step guide. So most of it, the printmaking history, it just got boiled down to the one. And I do see a question here. Feel free to keep getting those in. So Thomas asks, I had the experience that an upload of a German-speaking text was changed into English. Should I overlook a setup? So if you expect a result in German, the default, I don't think this can be set workspace by workspace, but the default result is English. And so if I wanted to do this in German, that's one thing that you can set in the settings for the AI video assistant is language. So for language, just type German, and let's recreate this outline in German. So did you catch that one, Thomas? Just want to make sure you got that answer to your question. So you can just click language in that AI video assistant setup, and then it'll do it in the language that you specify, not just English. Great. And generally with translations, I would say you do want to double check a little bit when going from stuff because I don't know, this is kind of like a global bias, I suppose, and everyone's training data is the amount of English language content that everyone's stuff has been trained on. So I do recommend checking out the script for this one. I can go ahead and create video from there too. But what if we would like to use a different sort of file? So what if we do want to do documentation, right? A lot of you guys said documentation. So I'm going to go to docs.synthesia.io. Let's see, let's do one about chapters. Is this long enough? Let's do chapters. All right, I'm gonna click cut, copy that URL. I'm gonna go to the AI video assistant and I'm just gonna pop that in there. Tone, let's do, I think 2 minutes is quite long enough, but yeah, let's do a minute. We'll do a minute long, boil it down to 1 minute. And then for tone, let's do fun and And then for training, we'll do technical, something a little bit more tech. Let's do not orange. Yeah, dark tech. Let's do the dark tech one. Use template and create outline. Oh, it's using the SEO content from the page. So for my objective here, I'll say focus on the information in the body of the URL provided on creating and using chapters in Synthesia. So maybe instead of fun, let's do engaging and informative. Engaging, concise, and informative. And I'll do recreate outline. All right, and now there we go. It didn't do exactly what I wanted to from the get-go, but I was able to just, give it a little bit of a tweaking by adjusting the objective. And there we go. So that's the use for that. So if all of that best practices for writing the script itself is baked in, what you can use the objective audience, all of that for is doing those subtle kind of tweaks for the audience that you're talking to. And I can do create video. And it's going to be nice and quick. It's quite short. It's only a minute long. And I'm going to just generate the video. Let's just generate it. Why not? All right, so we're gonna premiere that video we created about Relief Printmaking 101. And I'm gonna use that as a chance for you guys to get some more questions going.
Did you know that printmaking began over 2,000 years ago in ancient China? This art form has evolved dramatically, influencing cultures worldwide. Let's embark on a journey through its fascinating history. In the 15th century, Gutenberg's press revolutionized printmaking, making books accessible to the masses. His invention was a game changer, transforming the way information was shared across Europe. Japanese woodblock printing, or ukiyo-e, emerged in the 17th century, capturing the beauty of everyday life. These prints became cultural icons, influencing artists globally. Relief printmaking is a simple yet powerful technique. By carving away parts of a block, artists create raised designs that are inked and pressed onto paper, producing stunning prints. This method is accessible to beginners and professionals alike. Its simplicity allows for creativity without the need for complex equipment or chemicals. Remember, the image you carve will print in reverse. This mirror effect is crucial when working with text or intricate designs. Creating a print starts with choosing the right matrix. Options include wood, linoleum, or even a simple plastic eraser for beginners. Cutting tools vary based on the material. Linoleum cutters, wood carving tools, and hobby knives each serve unique purposes in shaping your design. Inks come in water-based and oil-based varieties. Each type offers different drying times and effects, allowing for diverse artistic expressions.